I think we've got it now. Can everyone see me? How do I pop out? There we go. I don't know what's happened. I'm really concerned. Hello. Yeah, I'm really concerned that my camera has just fully stopped working. And I don't know why. Hi, Finn. Hi, Will. How are you? Hello, Limbo. How are you? Yeah, so TikTok looks terrible. The TikTok stream looks absolute garbage. I'm going to be fully honest there. And I don't know why it's looking like that. Well, I know why. It's because I don't have access to a proper camera. Because this is what my camera shows on thing right now. It's just dead. How are we doing? No, the camera's not broken. It's the thing that accepts my camera into my computer. Ferrari can't provide an insane upgrade package over 2026. That's their season. Honestly, yeah. Hi, Noggin. Thank you for the follow. Irk says hi. Hello. Looks... Yeah, no, it's fine on Twitch. It's fine on YT. It is just TikTok. Because TikTok, I have to project the screen and then capture it. So I've got this really weird, super bright layout. And I don't know why. What's up, mate? What's up? How are you? Amariz, thank you for the follow. My mic sounds weird? Does it actually? Does my mic also sound shit? No, surely not. This is fine. So no F1 in April? Yeah. Do you know Irk? I do know Irk. Can we just confirm that my mic sounds fine? No? No as in it's not weird? Mic's fine? Alright, cool. Not really, it's fine. Okay, we're good. Yes, Verstappen is considering retiring, but he has said he can be talked out of it. He has said he can be talked out of it. Which bodes well. That's good. Oh, it sounds different to the shorts. Yeah. On a live, it's because it's a different quality of audio. Don't think he will retire. It's Max. I mean, look, I don't think he's going to retire. I think they're going to make massive changes to the regulations anyway. And I think that will be enough to keep him. The FIA should... Yes, absolutely. The FIA need to change regulations. Yes. Sorry. No, you're good. FIA absolutely need to change the regulations. They've admitted that 50-50 on the ICE and normal and electricity split was wrong. So they have accepted that. Behrman's crash was nuts. Behrman's crash was crazy. And that was all because of the regulations. That was fully because of the regulations. Hi, Max. How are you? Fortnite boy, I'ma lose my mind. What? The extra boost? Yeah, no, it wasn't just the extra boost. The Behrman had
2020
the boost, but also Colapinto was harvesting. They should go back to 70-30. I agree. I think 70-30 is a good spot. You missed the Japan race. I snapped it up. Dude, 50 Gs is a crazy crash. 50 Gs is nuts. I'm going to keep trying my camera. See if I can get my camera working again. One moment, please. EDID not valid. What does that mean? Reboot my PC. I can't reboot my PC. Brother, I can't reboot my PC. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. His car stopped for a moment after Spoon, it was fine. His car just like stopped for a moment, then after Spoon, it was fine. Oh, Colapinto? Or... Oh, George. Yeah, George had a battery issue. Thank you for the heart me, the rose, the heart me, the 10 roses and the rose. Appreciate it. But yeah, 50 G's is crazy. Goes to the inbox. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, you legend. How have I been recently? I've been good. Who's your driver and team? I like pretty much everyone but Lando Norris. Ferrari can't provide an insane upgrade package by the Miami GP, then it will be over. 2026 season, since McLaren will def equal pace with Mercedes by then. Well, McLaren haven't even brought an upgrade package yet. That's the crazy thing. McLaren are yet to bring an upgrade package. Like as soon as I don't know what happened. I think the issue with McLaren wasn't the car. I think Norris just isn't confident in the car because Piastri did fine. Yeah, well, Red Bull, McLaren, and Ferrari are all bringing upgrades to Miami. It needs speaking about? What? What needs speaking about, Salvo? Thank you for the follow. I really liked the race. Like, it was boring middle, but it was fine. Oh, I'm not doing song requests. Can a mod just disable that? I don't even hear the song. So confused how they got faster without... Actually, none of the... I don't think anything will work. Or maybe they will. Who do you like of teams? I mean, I like everyone, but I don't like McLaren. I think that's the only team I really don't like. But I like Oscar, so... How long will this live be? Probably like an hour. F1 posters. It's fun, though, how Ferrari are rocket ships. Alpine are also bringing an upgrade to Miami. It'll be interesting to see how much faster Alpine get in Miami to see if they still match Red Bull when Red Bull brings a package. Red Bull, as long as Red Bull's upgrade works, I think Red Bull will be fast. But yeah, Japan was an interesting race. Japan was a very, very interesting race. I'm just gonna fucking mute you. You're annoying me now. It started interesting, then it got a bit boring in the middle, then Behrman crashed and it got interesting again, and then, I mean, Kimi just raced away. I think what's happening is Mercedes have built a car like they built in 2016, 2017, where in clean air, the car is a rocket ship, but in dirty air, it's useless. Because if you look, George lost a lot of pace as soon as he was behind someone. I think the Red Bull upgrade should be enough. As long as they implement the upgrades correctly, I think it'll be enough. I think it's possible for Piastri in the world to win the World Drivers' Championship. Probably not. I mean, there's a chance. There's always a chance. But I think Mercedes are very, very strong. It's saying my camera source is obstructed because I don't actually have... I'm using... Hey, let me just make this tiny in the corner, chat. Just ignore it. Just ignore the box. What I'm hearing is, no. Did Bumble break your camera? No. I don't know what happened. I recorded today, but I was using one of those little USB cam links. I was using one of those. Because I had to use it for Fortnite, and now I've plugged it back into my normal cam link, and the cam link has like fully stopped working. Like it says, what does it say? One moment, please. It says the error is device's EDID not valid. Reboot your PC. I don't know what that means. 4K cam link, cam link pro EDID. What do you think about Antonelli? I think he will absolutely... No, there's no filters on. Drain the power and flash the firmware. How do I flash the firmware? How do I do that? I think Merc will run away with constructors at this rate, unless Ferrari catch up. If Ferrari bring a good upgrade, I think they've got a chance, but yeah. Thank you for the journey pass. Appreciate it. I think look, I don't think Leclerc really can win from where he is. I think it'd be pretty hard to win from where he is. What do you say about Ollie Behrman's crash? It was entirely regulation based. Your money's on Alpine. June 1st. Oh, that'll be interesting. When the loophole gets closed, give it 5 more minutes. What are we giving 5 more minutes? When the loophole gets closed, I think... What the hell? I think it'll be very interesting to see how much pace they lose, because the reported pace was 3/10. Say the intro. Fine. Let's bloody talk about it. And 3/10 is what they have over Ferrari on races. Yeah, it's something. I don't remember the horsepower, but it's 3/10, so it's a decent chunk. But yeah. Rest of us during the break. Yeah, chat. What do I do during the break? Like, I need to do something during the break. Do we have a... Yo, thank you for the 100 bits. Red Bull Delusions 2026. Let's go! Liam Lawson! But yeah. Why do Mercedes car, especially Kimi, start so terrible? It's just the regulations. Because there's no MGU-H, they can't charge the battery with their heat from the engine. They have to do it kinetically. So when they rev the engine previously, that, helps spool up the turbo. Now it doesn't. Ferrari knew about that, knew that was going to be an issue, so they built around it. So that's why they're so much faster. If Verstappen quits F1, who do you think his successor Red Bull will be? I mean, they'll probably bring up Lawson from Racing Bulls, unless they buy, hire another driver. You see, Red Bull are very inside the family. Red Bull usually stay inside the family. So I imagine Arvid. No, they wouldn't bring Arvid up before Lawson, unless Arvid really started winning races. They could make a bid for Oscar. They could make a bid for Oscar. But yeah, Ferrari won't win Constructors. I don't think they will, no. I don't think Ferrari will win Constructors. I think it'll most likely be Mercedes. And I think World Drivers' Champion will probably be George. But, I mean, I know there's an argument for Kimi. I don't think Kimi is going to be consistent enough. I think Merc loses their engine. Ferrari go crazy. Merc, even though they're struggling to follow through corners. Yeah, they are. Lawson was in Red Bull, sucked hard. I mean, Tsunoda also sucked hard. That second Red Bull last year was not a good seat. The Honey Badger? Yeah, bring back the Honey Badger. Yeah, I agree. Ferrari can tail Mercedes till June 1st. We might see an insane change. We could. I think the second half of the season is going to be very interesting. The second half of the season will be very, very interesting. Why? I don't know. Can I use my bloody camera yet? No. Wonder if there's a way I can... What if I use display capture? Oh my god, I can't use display capture either. Chat, this having no camera really sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Bring back Danny, it's time. Who do you think Ferrari would go with after Lewis? Behrman. Kiki, sweat. If Hamilton leaves, it'll be Behrman. Not even a question. They'll get Behrman. Monaco will be interesting this year. Honestly, I think Monaco, the play is going to be pit on lap 1. Do you think Max will have any kind of comeback mid-early season? I think that'll be... We'll know at Miami. What do you recommend I watch during F1 spring break? I got told bus racing. Someone told me bus racing. I do have a video coming out for Aussies on Tuesday at 2 p.m. A brand deal for what we can do during the break. But there's not a lot we can do during the break. There really isn't, unfortunately. It's just like nothing. Let's see if I can fix this at all. I'm green. No. I really can't. I can't fix it. Watch Tip to Tip with Ludwig and Michael Reeves. Turo was never interesting? No. Love Jackbuzz F1. Thank you. I think Toto is still interested in Max. Everyone's going to be interested in Max. Thoughts on the past 3 races so far? Australia was good. I was at Australia, so I didn't really watch it from... I didn't get to watch it from TV, so it made it a little bit harder. What happens if I do this? No, I can't do that, can I? Dude, my PC's crazy right now. WEC. We could watch the WEC. Why did that go blue? What the... what else? How'd you come up with Let's Buddy Talk About It? I'm Australian. Center stand, I was in Fangio. And at Red Bull Pit Lane. China was good. China was good until Kimi ran away with it as soon as a Mercedes gets clean air, he's gone. As soon as the Mercedes leaves, the trouble McLaren are currently having Lando's chance back-to-back. God, no. Lando was never going to defend a championship. McLaren have only ever defended 3 championships in their history. The last championship McLaren defended was 1999 with Kimi Häkkinen. Why don't you like Lando? I don't know. Jack, continue. Kick, rah, sweat. High performance athlete. Even as a Scuderia fan, it hurts T-Max in the midfield. Yeah. I don't think we'll see Verstappen in the Mercedes next year, no. If he stays, he's staying at Red Bull. You're supposed to go to Saudi and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Don't think you will anymore. Well, you can't go to Saudi. Saudi's been cancelled. Is it not Kimi Häkkinen? What's his first name? Mika Häkkinen. Mika? Mika Häkkinen. Yeah, Mika. Yeah. Mika Häkkinen was the last McLaren driver to defend a world championship. 1999. Alonso didn't, Hamilton didn't, and someone else. I don't remember their name. I might be going to Saudi if things continue. I'm predicting we see a 2026 all over again with Mercedes. As a Max superfan, I was Devo when the Red Bull was crap. Mercedes was flying. Hello, Kalia. How are you? Do you think Max is going to win a race in 2026? No. Not unless Red Bull do what they did last year and come out with an amazing upgrade package. This is a good excuse not to do your job? Nice. If I could have a better quality, that'd be great. But, yeah, I don't know why my quality is so bad. Pierre Gasly's doing really good. He's been 7th in every race. 7th, 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 7th. It's all 7s. If Max leaves, I'll take Oscar. I think they could take Oscar if he leaves, but he has to be willing to leave McLaren, which at the moment I don't think. Like, if Max leaves because Red Bull are crap, I can't imagine a driver like Oscar would want to go to Red Bull. Most skillful driver in F1? Like right now or in history? Senna, if we're talking about history. Do you think Oscar's going to win the championship in 26? Probably not. Will Kimi win the championship? I think it'll be between Kimi and George. My issue with Kimi is I don't think he's going to be able to be consistent enough to win. Thoughts on Carlos going back to McLaren if Oscar leaves, or Carlos going to Red Bull? He would go to McLaren before Red Bull. What did you think if Kimi won the championship? Insane. Fireflex with a 2 gifted. I appreciate that, you legend. Thank you. Maybe Gasly is a Ronaldo fan. That's why he's doing 7s regularly. Yeah. Is Charles Leclerc the most skillful driver right now? No. No, I'd say it's between Max and Hamilton. Happened a driver won on their second year and he won 7 championships? What? Oh, yeah. Who do you think would replace Oscar if he left McLaren? I don't know. That's a good one. I don't actually know. Maxi, yeah, exactly. He fought with a car that wasn't competitive. They should try and hide a jet engine in the car. Yeah, that'll work. Do you think Max will get a podium in 2026? Again, if the upgrade package in Miami works, then yeah, I think he's got a chance at the podium. Grim Reaper, I think, with a follow. This state of Red Bull fixes, yes. If Red Bull fixes the overweight issue, and once the Mercedes loophole gets nerfed, like fixed, I think any McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, or Mercedes driver could be championship. It mainly depends on how much of a lead Mercedes gets before that happens. Like, Kimi is now up 2. But Norris has no battery, so I don't think Norris will win World Championship solely based on that. Do you play F1 25? I do. Max's season is already over? I don't believe that's true. Came from TikTok. The quality over here is way better. Yeah, dude, the quality on Twitch and YouTube is so much better because I'm using the native camera, but TikTok won't let me do that because I haven't streamed enough on this account. So if you do click the link in my bio, you will get a much higher quality stream. Just saying. Just saying. I wonder if I do this, is it still going to be terrible quality? Let me try something, chat. Yeah, still terrible quality. I tried. Can you prove this isn't pre-recorded? Yes. Would I say Mercedes is doing better because of the engine info from the McLaren? Yeah, Mercedes is a works team. That's what it is. Grim Reaper, thank you for another gifted. Well, thank you for a gifted to Velocity Racing. I appreciate that, you legend. Thank you. What do you think of the new regs? I hate them. 1K Rube, thank you for the follow. More like the 2000s? Yeah. Look. I don't know, man. Any updates on the Verstappen situation? No. My latest video on TikTok and Insta is all I got. Did Hamilton have an issue with the car? I noticed his car was struggling to get past 309 on a straight, while Leclerc was easily going over 320. It was able to overtake faster than Charles. There was nothing on radio to suggest that Hamilton was having a problem. Who's your favorite Aussie in F1? There's only one of them. It could have been a setup thing where Hamilton went for cornering rather than straight speed. Why can't Red Bull just fix the car and new to F1? So you're only allowed to bring a certain amount of upgrades each race. Do you have a join button on YouTube? No, I don't, MZM, because I'm not monetized on this YouTube channel yet. But I do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'll give you the link. I believe that's the link. That should work. I think. Yes. Yeah, I do have a Patreon. Top 3 tracks. Albert Park, because Melbourne. Spa. And I really like Monza. I think this year kind of looks like the 2005, 2006 cars. Do you agree? Brother, what? The V10s? Was Behrman's crash was not Colapinto's fault at all. Colapinto had absolutely nothing wrong. He did exactly the same thing he was doing. I don't think it was Colapinto's fault in the slightest. Even Senna's Monaco lap has better quality. I think what they need to do for quali is they need to fix it so they have more deployment and more recharge, like more battery capacity, because they shouldn't have to slow down to go faster. Because Hamilton asked his race engineer, he's like, I'm losing a lot of time. How can I improve? And the race engineer said 15% less throttle on turn 6. So he needs to go slower to go faster. That should not be a thing. No, we don't know anything about the dinner with the FIA president. F1 president. That's so confusing, right? Why is the exposure so high? Because I'm using my brother's camera, which I've put onto OBS, which I'm then putting onto a projector, which I'm then screen capping for TikTok. Because for some reason, my main camera has stopped working. My bloody Elgato just won't pick it up. So I have to I only had like 3 minutes before stream to work it out. I couldn't work it out, so I just went with this. Slow equals fast, yes. It's like turn left to go right, literally. Never thought Haas would be a championship contender. Dude, Haas are actually pretty good this year. Thoughts on Imola not being in the calendar? I really like Imola. And I'm so sad it's not in the calendar. So I hope the Maddering is worth it. Because if the Maddering sucks and we lost Imola for that, I'm going to be annoyed. The Godzilla livery was really nice. Do you think Mercedes won constructors? Yes. You're so sad Saudi and Bahrain is gone for this year. Dude, right? Can you explain the ADUO? Fred was talking about it. Yes. So the ADUO is the Advanced Development and Upgrade Opportunity Program. No, sorry, Additional Development and Upgrade Opportunity Program. So if the front runner, which is currently Mercedes, if Mercedes is 2% or more faster than your team, you're allowed to upgrade your engine. And you're allowed to make your engine go faster. You're allowed to bring additional upgrades and develop additional upgrades. So if Mercedes is faster than 2%, then when can Ferrari do that? So usually it's round 6. But because of
trains.
Cancelled... they got a hype train. Because of the cancelled races, they want to bring it up. So it's sooner. So at the moment, it's still round 6. I haven't heard any info to say it's been changed yet. They did appeal for it, but I don't know if that was successful yet. So 2%. Ferrari, I think, is 2%. And Mercedes can't slow down. So, like, Mercedes can't intentionally slow down to be under 2%. It's the FIA will test them at max speed. And if it's more, like, for example, Aston Martin is, like, way behind. They get even more upgrades. So they'll get, like, additional testing time. They'll get more wind tunnel time. Like, they'll get a heap of stuff. I want Charles to win a World Drivers' Championship. It's looking grim. Who's looking grim? They'll get like a... Yes, Aston Martin's still vibrating. But they did finish a race this time. If Mercedes turns out to be cheating with their front wing, no, they won't be disqualified. They'll most likely get a big fine and maybe stripped upgrade opportunities. You're friends with Sam off track, Bam? What? No, I don't watch F2. How happy are we that Piastri started the race? Honestly, as soon as Piastri got off the line, that was it. We were happy. As soon as he started, Australia rejoiced. That's all we needed to know. That is all we needed to know. That Piastri had gotten off the start. Surely do multiplayer. I can't play the base game. I have to mod it. Piastri was just giving everyone else a chance. I agree. Has Alonso deserved this? He should move to another team. I think he'd retire. You have her on Discord? Do you know it? Like, do you know them in person, or you just have them on Discord? Did you hear they nearly cancelled Japan because of the tremors, but it was just Honda's engine shaking? I think Kimi will absolutely be a world champion. I'm not sure about this year, but he absolutely will be one. Meta Online, which is smaller. Oh, nice. Dude, Piastri did lock in. If Max joined Mercedes instead of Red Bull, do you think he'd have more than 5 world champions? Probably. Kimi won another time just to get his name spoken correctly. Oh, it's true. Crazy comment about Honda. Max will probably go to GT3, yeah. Actually, Max is racing in the 24 hours of Nürburgring. I have a 25th birthday party that day, but I'm tempted. Do we want me to just live stream the race? Because you're allowed to stream the Nürburgring. It's free on YouTube. So you can actually stream the Nürburgring race. So I could do a live of that, of me watching that. No, the 24 hours next month. He did say he was racing in a race this month, though. Well, in April. Let me find out when that is. Let me find out for us. He will be at the Nürburgring 24-hour qualifiers on April 18th and 19th. There you go. April 18th and 19th. That I can probably stream. Dude, the GT World thing. Oh, that was so funny. So yeah, I could stream that. I don't know how that one works though, because I don't know if that's a race or not. If anyone in who's more into GT3, will it be on KO? The GT? No, it's free on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. My next live, I usually only stream after races. But I'll do the GT3 race. I'll stream the GT3 race. If they knew the limit was 6, why'd they use 7? So in qualifying, there was an issue. Trains. There was an issue in qualifying where they accidentally, where they were bringing him in and sending him out, and they went over. They went one too many tires over. You watched what the penalty? Dude, I saw someone complaining about that on Twitter. I'll tell you about it, Bam, later. And so they accidentally used an extra set, and that's what happened. When will it start? I have absolutely no idea when the 24-hour thing races. Want to come back to Aston for next season? Maybe. No, well, actually, Newey blocked it. Hey, Tom, how are you? Newey blocked it so that he couldn't come. Stan Sports for Le Mans? I don't think I've ever watched Le Mans. You also in GT4 soon? Oh, nice. They said anything about Mercedes wing? No, we have no updates on the Mercedes wing yet. When we get updates, I will definitely do it. Do you think we'll ever see anyone from F1 Academy on the main grid soon? No. I don't think so. Not soon, at least. Hello, Bubble X Plays. How are you? You're racing with a Merc GT4? Nice! One of the GT drivers liked one of my videos not too long ago. For Merc. Who do you think most likely to replace Verstappen if he retires? Not a clue. I'd say Lawson, if anyone, because Red Bull like to keep it in. So where's Stroll going to, assuming next team is Daddy's buy? So actually, Lawrence Stroll is going to buy Mercedes. How long have you been watching F1? Since 2008. When I get F1 news, I don't listen to anyone but you. Let's go! You love Merc and GT? Like a cardboard cutout? Thank you. That's my sim racing coach, Liam. Also, chat, I have a banging April Fool's video. So when I post that on April Fool's, I want everyone to get around it. I'm posting an April Fool's news video. It's going to be hilarious. Conan's a good man. I appreciate that. Step up, put Lawson. Yeah, probably. Stroll should be sacked. Stroll's not going to get sacked. His dad owns the team. Stroll is there to say. I think by 2030 we'll see the first racing in F1. Well, there have been multiple women racing in F1. There's been multiple women racing in F1. 2030, I don't know. It's tough because F1 Academy, they do 2 seasons and then they go to GB3. So like there's no real pathway. I think Max will be good in the 24 hours of Le Mans if you choose the race. Yeah, probably. What happened to the BYD team? BYD are still exploring their options on how they can join. Danica Patrick for F1. She could replace Stroll. Yep. He's going to die of old age before the car. Yeah, I know, right? Well, chat, according to reports, Fernando Alonso has named his child Fernando Alonso. So, in 2060, we could have Fernando Alonso back on the grid. You're buying a life-size cardboard cutout of Max in 2016, the bad picture? That's funny. I always thought, why isn't Lamborghini in F1? They were originally. They were a really terrible team. They've said, I actually did a video on this. They said they don't care because they're a luxury brand. They like a luxury car, like not a supercar, like racing kind of style, for like F1. But mainly because them joining F1 and losing to Ferrari would be more detrimental to their brand than losing in F1. Because it's always been Lamborghini or Ferrari. A Porsche F1 team will go so hard. It would. They do WEC and lose to Ferrari? Yes. You've read from a Dutch publication that Max is already considering leaving F1. Yes, that is the current report. Hi, Mulzayu. How are you? Which race are you most excited for? Spa. I'm really interested to see how the cars go in Spa. I'm really interested to see how the cars go in Spa. Because I don't think they'll do well. A Hot Wheels F1 team? Yo! Hot Wheels, we have a motor show in Australia, and in Melbourne, and Hot Wheels are one of the major sponsors. EcoBoost engines that run on bird poo? Yeah, right. Are we going to see the Macarena wing in Miami? Probably not. They'll bring it, they'll try it, it won't work, and they'll continue. Like that's it. They're probably gonna bring it to every race until they can work out how to make it work. But as James Vowles said, every team has probably tried it. Went to the Japanese Grand Prix. How was it? Think you'd be in Monza? Yeah, that's the most likely. You're gonna come cover Bathurst when it comes around. I really want to go to Bathurst. One of my friends is actually racing in Bathurst. Like he's actually in the car. So I would really like to go to Bathurst. But it's next month, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, actually, there's a Bathurst race this weekend, isn't it? Right? There's a Bathurst race this weekend? Yeah, I've been to F1 races. I've only been to Melbourne, though. I'd love to go to an international race, but I don't have the money. Because if you're not aware, Australians don't get paid for views. I rely on Patreon and brand deals. Come to Vegas. I want to try get Vegas. Which driver team is your favorite in F1? I like Piastri, Max, George, and Kimi. Yeah, the 6 hours. October. There's one in October too. You really badly want to go to Monza? Same. Monza'd be cool. I just want to go to Italy. Whose fault was the Colapinto Bam and Japanese crash? No one's fault. The FIA's fault. Forget your Aussie. Yeah. Dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying being Australian. I don't get paid for any views. None. Not on TikTok. Not on Insta. I get paid on Snapchat, but I get very few views on Snapchat. And I'm not even monetized on YouTube yet, so... Yeah. Your dream Grand Prix is Verstappen standing a Dutch. Well, you got to go this year because this is the last Dutch Grand Prix. You know, Perth for 3 months because they have family there. Australia is great. Australia is a fantastic place to live. You went to the Oz GP this year and Max crashed near your seat at turn 1. Oofed. Do you think Ferrari has a chance to win World Championship because Mercedes are so powerful? This season, probably not. This season, I think they've got a chance halfway. Yes, FIA will absolutely change the regulations. Go to Snap so you can watch. No, they don't. It's not that much. I get like 10 cents on Snap. I need brands to cover it, chat. That's what we need. We need brands. But no, yeah. If you want to support me, if you do like my news videos and you want to support me, I do have a Patreon. If you go to my website, jackbuzzer.com, I do have a Patreon. Or I have like just a straight up link, which is patreon.com/jackbuzzer. Aren't you partnered with Red Bull? No. No. Red Bull gear, I do a lot of work with Red Bull. But no, I'm not paid by them. I'm not partnered with them in any way. They just give me a lot of stuff and a lot of cool opportunities. One track you want to see gone and one track you want to see completely new track. You want Miami out in Africa? I'd like Miami out because I don't think Miami is a necessary. I don't think they need 3 Grand Prix in the US. I'd really like to see Vietnam. The Hanoi, is it the Hanoi? It's Hanoi, right? The racetrack in Hanoi. I have some F1 merch, yeah. Bring Imola back. Yeah, I'd also love to see Imola come back. How good do you think the Ford engine is? For Red Bull's first ever attempt, the Ford engine is a monster. Get rid of Miami and add in a California street race. Oh, God. Need to partner with a streaming gear company? I partner with heaps of those. Like I'm doing a Logitech deal at the moment. We're upgrading my sim over there. I need a monitor. But we're upgrading my sim with the new Logitech parts. So that'll be a video probably next week. Real cool. But no, because I do gaming, I have worked with a lot of those companies. I need to travel with Moza. Yeah, Moza gave me all those. Moza gave me their R5. So I did work with Moza for that. Yeah, I need to get like travel companies, airlines, stuff like that so I can go to an international race. McLaren is saying they have loads of upgrades to add in the next 5 weeks. True or false? True. Let's bloody talk about it. I don't think Charles will leave it. Have I ever considered being a horse jockey? I know a lot of horse jockeys, actually. Your racing cars and Moza as a title sponsor? That's sick. You just said you didn't like McLaren Hilton would sponsor you? What's your thoughts on Kimi Raikkonen being the first and only driver to win a race after they retired? Have the KS wheel for Moza? No, I just have the ES. So that's just the ES wheel, the R5 ES wheel with the Formula mod on it. And then I've got the brake kit on the pedal. But yeah, Logitech is sending me their R5 bundle. Not R5, RS50 bundle. Any chance I go back to pure combustion? Probably not. Look at the Moza KS Pro wheel. I have. It's expensive. Kimi and Nelly is... Do you think Kimi and Nelly? Kimi Antonelli is a world championship? Yes. What time do you go live average? Between now, like 8. Anywhere between 7:30 and 8:30. 500 is not that bad. Yeah, but I have no money. French Grand Prix, but I don't like the French. Have I ever tried sim racing? I do enjoy a bit of sim racing. You're my favorite F1 creator. Thank you. Do you think McLaren has a better car than Ferrari? No. I think Ferrari has the better car. Can you answer me? My favorite driver? I like Max, Russell, Kimi, Oscar, anyone but Lando. Do you think? Oh, that's interesting. That'd be really funny if Hamilton retires at age 44. Can you follow me? My friend said I couldn't get you to. They're probably right. I don't just follow people, chat. Leclerc or George in the same machinery? Probably Leclerc. The Hawaiian Grand Prix? That'd be pretty funny. Have I been to pit stop? Yes, I have. Oh, how are you? Isabel, I'm fantastic. How are you? Good, you love videos? Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts today, chat. I really appreciate it. What's the easiest circuit for me on the sim? Albert Park. Will someone who's in the current grid be able to get more than 7th World Drivers' Championship? More than 7? Probably not. Like maybe Kimi, but I don't know. It's too hard to tell with the start of the new regs. Crying eternally that you didn't start karting at 8 to race for Ferrari. What's my best Albert Park time? 1:18. It's like, it's not good. Which country would like to go to not F1 related? Bora Bora. It's like my number. I've always wanted to go to Bora Bora. Do you think Hadjar can still out-qualify Verstappen? Yeah, at the moment, Hadjar's got better qualifying pace in his car. Verstappen's got a better race pace, though. It'll be really interesting once Miami hits. Really interesting once Miami hits. South Africa to return to F1 calendar? Yeah, probably. No Formula 1 in April. I'm so sad. What do I do? What do we do? Chat, we're going to have to play so much sim racing to make up for it. What teams do you support not F1 related? The Australian cricket team. The Australian cricket team. All eyes will be on Ferrari, Miami. Yeah, Ferrari and Red Bull to see if their upgrades have worked. Gotta go, have fun. Ferrari! What was Russell's strategy by dropping back after the safety car in Japan? He didn't. He didn't drop back. He stuffed up his restart. Vatican City Grand Prix. That could be the Ferrari's new home Grand Prix. The Vatican City Grand Prix. Where do I think Hamilton will finish? 3rd or 4th? I'd say 3rd. Oh, no, I think Leclerc will be better. I'm going to say 4th. Yeah, that's Lawson in the back. Targa, Tasmania, they used to drive past your house. It's your earliest memory of motorsports. Oh, I've never heard of that. That sounds sick. Mercedes bought an insane upgrade, so why can't Ferrari? Because Ferrari, McLaren. Oh, McLaren probably could. McLaren haven't brought any upgrades yet. Can't wait for the Pope to wave the flag. Dude, it'd be so funny. I have been to Pit Stop Melbourne. Korean Grand Prix. I don't know where they would. Do they have a track in Korea? Do they have one? You think Ferrari can make upgrades keep with Mercedes pace? Yes. Brisbane Go? What do you mean Brisbane Go? Any funny ideas for an F1 25 career mode? No idea. Ella Extra, hello, how are you? Cop the Red Bull 26 merch. Red Bull sent me their polo. It's really nice. They smoked the Vatican. Is Monaco the most overrated track in F1? Yes. I hate the Monaco track. I've done way too many laps of the Monaco track. I love Monaco. I love the history of Monaco in Formula 1. I do not like the circuit. You lied, you've got no friends. Are we doing a sim race soon? Not now. Ain't reading chat right now. You or me? I'm reading multiple chats. I have 3 chats on my screen right now, so I'm trying to bounce between them all. No worries, Brock. Lol, yeah. Well, how'd y'all get the Red Bull curse from Max? No. I think with these new regulations, I don't think there's going to be a Red Bull second seat curse. Terrible track to watch, fun to drive in the games, but your city is a second Dream Grand Prix. What? No, I haven't seen the Korean Grand Prix intro. They need to bring back the Indian Grand Prix. I don't think they'll do that anytime soon, to be perfectly honest. Is Lando gay? I don't think so. I don't think so. How cool does Snow Track be? Yeah, on Antarctica? Hell yeah. Can we play F1 25 together? No. Because I can't play F1 25. I can't play any online F1 25 game because I can't actually load the online. Thanks for keeping you updated in F1. That's my job. When are Ferrari going to bring the Macarena wing? I have no idea. Not a clue. They bring it to every race. Call it the Woolies rotisserie chicken. Can you mention regulation? Yeah, so the regulations are going to change for battery deployment and recharge. But long term, they think they'll be changing the split. Sydney Grand Prix probably suck. They had issues in China, yeah. Chat, make sure you do join my Discord. My Discord's linked in my bio. I can put it in the chat. I can put it in the chat for you guys. Make sure you join the Discord. The Discord is great. That's where we talk F1. And probably where we'll watch, like, NLS races. Just for that, you're leaving the Discord? You don't get it out of here, man. Antarctican Grand Prix would be fire, right? Would it not? Are there going to be replacements for the 2 cut off? No. Not yet. Where am I from? I'm from Melbourne. Not yet. Not that we know of. I've got a video coming on that in a few days. You support my content? Thank you. Where do you think we'll get the heavy rain race? Miami? Maybe Belgium? Or Brazil? Belgium or Brazil is my bet. Do you play career mode? I can't play any multiplayer F1. No, there's no extra news about the Verstappen CEO dinner. Can see more races getting cancelled. Yeah, I can see them cancelling Baku. Who better been a comeback? Verstappen in Brazil. Definitely. How do you feel about Behrman's crash? Could have been avoided. Will Alonso retire soon? Probably. Yeah, Qatar. Yeah, so, bam, that's an interesting point. Why Baku? Because it's in the Middle East. That's right next to Iran. So, someone in my DMs brought up a very interesting point. So, I do read my DMs, by the way. I don't reply to them, but I do read them. Someone brought up the point that back in 2022, they cancelled the Russian Grand Prix because of the war, because having a Grand Prix in Russia would directly fund the government, which would have funded the war. But they're saying, why haven't we cancelled the American Grand Prix? Because if we have 3 races in America, We fund the American government, which funds the war. So it's exactly the same premise, but we're not canceling the American races. So I think it's that was a very interesting. I'm aware. I think it's a very interesting point that they made, and I'd like to see what you guys think about that. We need less race. Oh, I agree with that. The logic isn't there. What do you mean? As in, the logic isn't there for cancelling the Grand Prix or not cancelling them? I'm aware. I'm aware, Ben. It's because my camera stopped working and TikTok block you from using virtual cameras, so I can't virtual cam it. I'm fully aware of how shit the TikTok camera looks. Absolutely nothing I can do about it. I say cancel everything besides Vegas. How'd your camera stop working? I have no idea. I filmed today. I was recording today, and now for some reason my Elgato Camlink is asking me to reboot. Oh, okay, yeah. What team do you go for? I mean, I like a lot of the teams, just not McLaren. I like Red Bull and Mercedes, though. Do you dislike the regs? Yes. Kit Kats were giving away... Yeah, Kit Kat are giving away tickets to the Monza Grand Prix if you buy 2 or more Kit Kats. Ukraine doesn't have weapons. Regional Middle East... Iran doesn't have weapons that can reach the US. No, but they have ones that can reach London. I tried turning it off and on again. I tried everything before stream. I'm going to see if I can fix it after stream because I sort of need it working to record. Miami predictions? Probably still Mercedes and can I enter the giveaway? Yeah, maybe. If I buy some Kit Kats. Pierre could... Oh, Pierre could probably... Pierre's not running a Renault engine. No, Alpine is Mercedes. That's my professional tech advice. Yeah, I tried everything. It's something about the EDID. I got to reboot the computer again. I'm probably going to take it out of my computer and put it back in to see if that helps. I'm going to power cycle. I'm going to try a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't have time to try before. Hot take, Behrman's better than Kimi. Alpine being faster than Red Bull's crazy. I don't think Alpine is faster than Red Bull. I think Pierre can just drive, like, Red Bull has issues. If Red Bull didn't have issues, Alpine wouldn't be faster. But that being said, I think Gasly is a good driver who can, like Max last year, get his shitbox higher than it should be. 3-week break. It's 4-week break, Miami, 3-week break. No, BYD does not yet have an F1 car. Holy light, yeah. TikTok looks terrible. I'm aware the TikTok camera looks terrible. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just TikTok being TikTok. At least you get some F1 holidays. I don't want F1 holidays. I want to watch races. Yeah, well, so, chat, we'll probably stream the 24-hour of Nürburgring qualifiers. Because you're allowed to stream that. No, I do have work. It's just going to be harder. Chat, my friend is going to send me some pictures of Behrman's car. The aftermath of Behrman's car. There's nothing to report on with no races. I did a video every single day over the summer, over the Christmas break. That's 3 months of no races. There's always stuff to report on. It's just you have to work harder to find it. My Aussie review on Tassie, I liked it. I liked Tassie, but I definitely can't live there. I definitely can't live there. Who do you think's to blame for the Aston shitbox? Honda. I think it's Honda's fault. Fully Honda's fault. No, I don't think it's weird that you don't have a favourite. I have sat in a Formula 1 car. I sat in the RB7. We got some picks. Direct from the... That's where my friend was sitting. He just sent them to me. Thank you for the follow, LJD. When are teams allowed to work on their 2027 car and engine? I think they're allowed to now. I think they're allowed to now. They're not allowed to use the wind tunnel. Yeah, it's into it already. 18 to 24 months before the season. So they're already started. No, I don't use phone cases. Any hot takes this season? Not really. Oh, I don't think Kimi can be as consistent enough to be champion. If that's felt so bad for Bam, I hope he's okay. Yeah. For the last 3 days, we've been making a 1 to 2 scale front wing and nose out of cardboard. That is the sickest sentence I've ever heard. Why don't you use phone cases? I don't like phone cases. I bought the phone. I would like to feel the phone. What if Kimi beat George in equal machinery? Are they not in equal machinery? Aren't they in equal machinery? Kimi's better than George? I don't think so. I think Kimi's good, and I think Kimi will be a world champion, but I just don't think it's this year. Overall, Hamilton of Verstappen? Verstappen. Stroll is better than the whole grid? I agree. I feel like after Mercedes did the engine compression, a lot of teams are going to push towards that grey area, especially exploit things not written in the rulebooks next season. Yeah. You'd smash it? Yeah, see, yeah. We should strap a V16 to the car. You think it's Ferrari's year? No. So in Monaco, will they not be able to use the engine with the compression in Monaco? Yes, that's correct. When are you going to drive an F1 car? Never. You get EW16? Yes. How do you think the future of the engine regs will look? I think they're going to go back to a minimum 70-30 split on the ICE and electric engine. So Ferrari win in Monaco? Maybe. How will it work? No, so they'll just... So the parts they're using... the parts they're using for their engine expand, so they'll just go to parts that don't expand. If Red Bull asked you to join the F1 team, would you say no? Yes! But I'll be like a socials guy for Red Bull. I'd do that. Is that Liam? Yeah, that's Liam. I've always wondered how drivers apologize to each other. Like, they do apologize. Drivers do apologize. I don't think in that case they would have apologized, because I don't think it was. I know Behrman thought it was Colapinto's fault, but I think after he would have looked at the video and the onboard, he would have seen it wasn't Behrman's fault. But they do talk to each other after the race. Yes. Are you a Liam fan? Red Bull just gave me it. Full disclosure, Red Bull just gave me it. It was just after Liam got dropped, so they couldn't actually use any of these for advertising. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And then I was sitting in there. But I did get a picture with Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar. I got a picture with Lawson and Hadjar. Hang on. Let me show you my picture with Lawson. We got to chat with Lawson for a little bit. It was really cool. It was in March. It was just before then. No, it was before then. Before then. That's a GP. That's all GP. It's all GP. Here we go. There's me and Lawson. There's me and Lawson. He's really chill. He was a really cool dude. Like, we just had a good chat. And then he jumped in a car. Was Maxing racing out of F1 again? April 18th, Max will be in a GT car again. Surgery tomorrow? You'll be good. You got this. Your ideal combustion to battery? 100% to 0. No battery. But if I have to have a battery, probably like 20% battery. No, I don't work for any team socials. I'm just me. I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy who makes a lot of videos and bloody talks about things. I don't work for any team. All of my revenue comes from brands wanting to make me them a video. And I haven't done any of those. So I'm not making any money, chat. But no, Pondon is a signed F1 sim racer. For Red Bull, I'm not signed with anyone. What if everyone told you to stop making content? What would you do? I wouldn't. They can't make me stop making content. What do you do for a living other than content? More content. That's not actually a lie. I do gaming videos as well. I literally only do, like, my entire job is just making content. What's your main source of income? Content. That's all I do, chat. Where can you watch 24 hours? So the 24-hour NLS in April will be on YouTube, on their official thing. I will probably stream it as well, because you're allowed to stream that. But yeah. But it's not a 24-hour race. It's just like a qualifying. You said F1 makes no money though. Yep, I know. It's the gaming content. And all the brands wanting me to work with gaming content. Will we ever see Verstappen doing Le Mans? Probably. He's also said Bathurst is on his bucket list. Any other racing series? Yeah, the NLS. No, you are not allowed to stream the F1. You're allowed to stream the NLS because it's open. If they're struggling the 130R, what's going to happen in Vegas or Eau Rouge? Dude, who knows? Yeah, only YT pays. And Facebook. But no one really uses Facebook. And Snapchat does too, but not a lot. But it's not... My F1 YouTube channel isn't monetized, so it doesn't get paid. The giant creeper. I do have a Facebook page, yes. Yes, Verstappen still has the same exit clause as last year. I don't know why, for some reason, a lot of brand outlets are making a big deal of this. We already knew about it. So, like, it's not surprising. What happened to the Mercedes incident? Nothing yet. We don't know yet. Do middle-aged mums watch your F1 content? No, a lot of guys do, actually. A lot of like middle-aged men do. Have I met any other drivers? So I've met Hadjar. I've met Lawson. I've met... That's it. No, I haven't met Yuki. What do you think about the FIA saying 50-50 was a mistake? I think they should have seen that coming. Is the Ford PU really the problem? No. I don't think the power... I think Ford's power unit is good. How long have we been live for? What time is it? 9:20. Oh, shit. I've gone way longer than I thought I was going to go for. All right, chat. No, it's not the page. It's just Jack Buzzer. It's not the page. It's just my normal account. So what if, let me cook, the FIA is dumb? Alright, chat. You live in Bathurst, you go if Verstappen was in Bathurst? Dude, that'd be sick. Chat, that is going to be all for today's stream. Please join the Discord. I'll be chatting in the Discord. TikTok is linked in my bio. I do also have a Patreon if you really enjoy my content and would like to support me with your wallet. I do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/JackBuzzer. Right there. Let me just copy that. Put it in that one. We're going to find your Discord. If you go to jackbuzzer.com, Kang, or just click the link in my bio. Everything is at jackbuzzer.com. But yeah, guys, that's all from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, evening, or afternoon. Have a good Easter. I probably won't stream over Easter on any of my channels, including my gaming one. But yeah, make sure you follow my gaming stuff, Formula 1, guys, because I do stream over there. I still talk about Formula 1 on, like, when I'm playing games on my lives. So if you do want to chat about Formula 1, I'm still there. Otherwise, jump in the Discord. We do have a lot of Formula 1 dedicated channel. Guys, that is all from me. Have a fantastic rest of day, night, evening, or afternoon. Enjoy your spring break for the Formula 1. I guess the next stream on this account will be, well, for the F1 account, will be after Miami. But yeah. Enjoy. Bye. I think Red Bull will make a comeback after the April break, yes. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. I have no idea if my buttons are going to work because my whole computer's cracking the shits right now. So I'm just going to wave and just awkwardly turn off the stream. Bye, everyone.